Hi, my name's Josh. I'm an English teacher on a quest to turn my students into massive nerds. Wargaming is not particularly well known where I live. In fact, some people have had a really hard time trying to understand the very concept. This video is what I hope to be the start of a series where I introduce various students of mine to some different war games and aspects of the hobby, and together we can explore how these can be used either for learning language or even learning other transferable skills. This time I'm going to introduce them to Ravenfeast by Little Wars TV. Ravenfeast is a skirmish game set in the Viking Age. The folks at Little Wars TV explicitly made Ravenfeast as a gateway game to the wider world of historical war games. As such, the rules are very simple and easy to learn, and I hope that my students will get the hang of this very quickly. Hello. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
No problem. I'm gonna be the first one. I'm Mark. I'm a college student. I'm about to pursue my postgraduate studies in Beijing.
Okay, cool.
Lady first.
I'm Chris and I'm a college student too.
Yeah, hi, I'm Carl and college student too.
So I'm Josh. These are my students and former student.
Former students.
So he can tell me to go away if he wants to. So I'm going to try and introduce you guys to Ravenfeast.
Ravenfeast.
So ask you guys, what do you normally do in China on your day off or in your free time?
For me,
Well,
I think sleep gonna takes most of my free time.
Okay.
Besides sleep, like swimming, I'm recently taking my internship, so most of my time I'm just at work. But I'm off duty, swim, sleep.
Okay.
Same as Mark because this summer I learned to swim. It's very interesting and I like it so much. So besides this, I'm sleeping. I always go to swim.
Alright. Okay, good.
Sorry. Yeah, for me, I prefer to play basketball with my friends and
Way more healthy than us.
watching some movies or listening to music.
Okay, I meant, like general people in China, what do most people do when they're, what do most people do for their time off? Like what kind of hobbies?
Shopping, doing sports, movies. What else?
Sports, movies,
Shopping, computer games, concerts.
Douyin.
Maybe for
Douyin, yeah.
girls, hanging out with friends, maybe for girls.
Hang out with friends, Douyin,
Picnic,
KTV.
a KTV.
Maybe not so much now.
Yeah, maybe not so much. But recently, having a picnic is quite, popular these days since the, camping, picnic.
Have you heard of a kind of game like this? Kind of hobby like this?
Board game.
Yeah, this is not quite like a board game. It's a bit
An update version of Monopoly. For me, as far as I'm concerned.
I was gonna say more like chess.
Chess.
Chess. Oh, what's the Chinese version of chess?
Go.
No, the other one.
The one with this round?
Yeah.
象棋.
Xiangqi.
象棋.
Yeah, Shang-Chi. So it's like that, except you can. So So it's onto your chest. You just got a flat board.
Yeah, but this is a 3-dimension.
Yeah, this is a bit more three-dimensional. You got terrain.
And we have models.
Yep, we have models.
Miniature.
Miniatures. Yep.
Miniature.
Miniatures that do not normally come like this.
Mm-hmm.
They actually come a bit more like. Well, you can see the ones over there are painting.
You can see.
Oh yeah, and the 3D printer. Yeah, so you got, and you have a bit more choice of what you wish to choose and what kind of the objective, like what you're wanting to do. That's where war games get a bit different. So I've got a couple of different war games over there, which we'll talk about a bit later.
Yeah.
If you want.
Yeah.
So this one here, Ravenfeast, is designed to get people interested in the hobby. So that's why it's like a small number of models.
Yeah.
Like you've got 8 models each side.
Yeah.
8 models. The rules are pretty simple. So you've got different types of troops, which we talked about before. And basically the main idea is
Roll the dice under the points.
try to get
Under
equal,
or equal.
equal under, yeah.
5.
Yeah. If in doubt, try to go under. Yeah. Basically, you want to roll low for this game. There are some other games where you want to try and roll high, but yeah, that's a whole different kind of thing. We're going to do a very simple kind of scenario. So each of you guys gets to choose one color warband.
What colors do we have?
So you got green, red,
Green. Yeah.
Green, red, blue. It's supposed to be blue.
Okay.
And so we're going to do 5 turns. Whoever has the most models on the bridge
Wins.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna choose the red one.
Okay.
Is this the red one?
Yeah, those red.
Okay, I'm just choosing the red one.
You can be red. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So you got
I choose blue one.
nice and easy.
Yes.
So what we're gonna do. Right. Let's get to it then. Here we go. So you got so you move. How far they move. Yeah.
Missile.
Missile. So if they have a missile weapon, if they have something like either a bow or a spear that they can throw. Yep. Most of them don't have one. So no.
Except this. Bow.
Except the Bondi archer and the thrall.
Yes.
And you see, so yes, and I haven't made any thralls, so we only need to worry about this one here. Yeah, so
Melee?
melee, yep.
What is melee?
That is like hand-to-hand fighting with swords or axes.
The faith.
Phase.
5.
Yep. Phase 5. Yep. Armor for how well they can defend themselves.
Morality.
Morale is like how brave they are.
Yeah.
Points.
Points is for like choosing an army.
Choosing the army.
Yes. So what I have.
Soldiers.
Yes. So what we have here for you guys, I have made an army for you. So this army here, so you got 1 Jarl, 1 Huskarl, 1 Hardman, 2 archers, and then 3 spearmen. And if you add the points up together, it should be 201 points, which is a nice small army.
What are these points for?
Points are for like choosing how big of a battle you want to have. So low points means smaller army, smaller battle, probably faster game. More points means big army, and the game will probably take longer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I thought 200 is probably nice and small.
What's the meaning of the brackets?
So this is how far they shoot.
18 inches.
Yes.
18 inches.
So-
可能没 we don't have this Bondi archer and the.
We do have. You have two Bondi archers,
Okay.
no thralls.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
So what you want to do is you want to roll under this number. Equal or under.
Equal under. Okay.
Yep, equal or under. So if you have one Bondi archer over here, and he says, oh, he sees this guy here, he wants to shoot him. So you got to roll 2 or less to hit.
2 or less.
Yep. You gonna roll, Chris? Nope. So he goes over. You can't do that. Yeah. So, okay, so he shoots, misses. But then you come into melee, let's say, Jarl versus. You're gonna roll this one for the melee. What's the melee for the Jarl?
5.
5. Yep. So roll 5 or under.
6.
Yep, you hit. Huh?
6. 5. 5. You hit him and he loses 1 point.
First he has to roll for his armor.
Yeah.
Would you like to roll? So what's the armor for a Bondi?
Bondi would be Bondi 2.
2.
Okay.
What does he roll? What did you roll, Carl? What did you roll?
2.
Okay, so is the Bondi safe?
Yes.
Yeah. This is a good example of learning through practice. So I'd given them the rulebook before, and we sat down and read it. We sat down and explained the turn order and everything. But once we actually started playing, everything came together and clicked. And they picked it up very quickly. After a while, the only thing they needed at all was that one sheet with all of the units' stats on it. Did you break it?
5.
The game basically started off as a race to the bridge, with a little archery duel thrown in for good measure. Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to die from shooting.
Same. Yes.
Hits.
It's
Onto
your
who? Onto him?
turn. Onto him.
Yep. So
Short turn.
roll armor for your Bondi.
Bondi. You should roll at least 2.
Yeah.
Or below.
That's 2.
2 or less. Yep.
2 or less. 3.
Yeah. So this Bondi takes a wound. And while Chris and Mark were busy trying to shoot each other into oblivion, Carl figured out how to make a shield wall.
Oh, you can move 6.
This turned out to be really handy later on.
You can move 6 at this point.
As all 3 warbands reached the bridge, fighting became much more intense and casualties started to mount much more quickly on all 3 sides. That Huskar
I
is...
can move.
If you move them out, they will get a free attack.
But do they get hurt? Did they get hurt?
Yes. They could get hurt.
They could get hurt.
Yeah.
but whether they get hurt or not is decided on the road.
Yeah.
In the end, though, Carl's shield wall proved far too difficult for Mark or Chris to break through, and as a result he was able to stack as many troops as he could onto the bridge and win the day. In the next video, Mark, Chris and Carl play their second game of Ravenfeast. This time, they get to build their own warbands. Let's see what they come up with.